Well, tonight, 6 Investigates blows the dust off an issue we've covered for quite a while now, and it involves a man named Greg Burnett. He's fighting to protect his property from an industrial waste site filled with a caustic dust. And now the waste site is orphaned after its parent company went bankrupt, and as the cell phone video shows, the rust-colored dust is as bad as ever. Now, Chief Investigative Reporter Rick Spruill drove to Burnett's place last week to get a closer look at that dust.
Take a stroll around Greg Burnett's place out near Taft. You'll find the only things that should be the color of rust are the chickens. That's because they were born that way. Everything else got that way with the help of something called bauxite. It's an industrial byproduct blowing in from across the street. It's a fine red caustic powder, and it covers everything. Lawnmowers, tractors, air conditioners, floors, ceilings, windows, and storm gutters. Leave them out long enough, the bauxite covers all.
Or when you're out here trying to mow or edge or do the chickens, you're coughing, your eyes are burning, and you get it all over your face. You go in and you wipe your face, and it's all over your face.
Now there is some background here. The bauxite, it's a byproduct. Sherwin-Alumina created it, and they dumped it in a sludge pond near Burnett's home. Burnett is part of a group that sued Sherwin-Alumina about the dust, and they won. And his share, $80,000. Well, at least a percentage of it.
We were told that we might get up to 10% of that.
10%?
Yes.
So $8,000?
Yeah, roughly.
For all this bauxite dust?
For all these years, yes.
$8,000. Burnett says that's just enough to cover his cost for 1 year.
The loss I've had on this property for all the dust and damages, I'd say I'd probably spend about $6,000 to $8,000 a year.
Burnett gave up on calling the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, or TCEQ. He says they call the bauxite dust just a nuisance.
This stuff is not a nuisance dust. It doesn't spray off. It sticks and it won't come off.
Burnett says the only thing he can hope is that one day someone will cover the sludge pond over.
You ever going to try to sell the house?
Probably.
You think you're going to get what you got for?
If they ever close that, I think I will.
Meanwhile, he isn't going to hold his breath, even though most days it's exactly what he wants to do. Rick Spruill, 6 Investigates.
Now, we found almost 80 complaints about that dust in the TCEQ database. The last one was just about 2 weeks ago, and it was closed with no action taken.